Good morning, everybody. We are back again. We are back with you. There's a whole lot of things to discuss today, being Tuesday morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you get the news. 11 o'clock, there is a very important press briefing by the PSL. And then that press briefing will be online, but the good news is it will also be shown by DSTV, so people will be able to watch on channel 202. So I think they want to give us the developments around the issues of what is happening in terms of the legal issues that are, flying around. They want to give us an update as far as that is concerned. So it's going to be very exciting. But nevertheless, now we are going to discuss a very important subject. A little bit later, today or tomorrow morning, there is an opportunity of me talking to Sinki Munisi, who's currently the CEO of Royal AM. Don't forget that Celtic has been sold to Royal AM. We don't have Bloemfontein Celtics anymore. Instead, we have Royal AM. So Sinki Munisi is the CEO, and then we had agreed that probably we may discuss myself and him. So I'll keep you posted if that interview takes place, just to understand what is happening. All right. Let me welcome Lasbon. Lasbon is with me tonight, this morning, but unfortunately in Twente. He went to Petersburg, and then we're trying to hook up with him. Probably he's got a problem of internet connection. I don't know. I hope he'll be able to connect at a later stage. Last one, will you kindly greet the viewers so that we get started?
Yes, good morning to you, Mr. Shabalala, and to the viewers out there. I hope everyone is well. We've got a jam-packed show for everyone today. Hope everyone enjoys the news that we're about to share, and everything all is about football. So thank you very much.
Before we get started, I want to say I'm very grateful to you people out there. It shows that you are starting to tell a lot of people to watch our show. The number is increasing. Ourselves, we used to play around 10, 12, 20. But I got shocked, one of the shows that we did, within a very short space of time, it was already going towards 1,000. So it's quite exciting. And what an improvement. And thanks, only thanks to you guys. And keep on recruiting more people. My name is the Sobre Boys, Walefatse. I want us to discuss what is happening at Orlando Pirates, especially when it comes to coaches. What is happening at Orlando Pirates when it comes to coaches? Tsepang, maybe you want to say something. I just want to share a picture of what is happening at Orlando Pirates. Let's see. I don't know whether you want to share something. What do you want to say? This is I want to say thank you very much to Tabo Ramhapi, who's one of our members of the Big R Solution Sports Program WhatsApp group. He got this information and then dropped it for us. Very interesting information. I'm sure you can see it yourself on the screen there of what is happening. Can you see that last one?
Yes, I can.
Very, very worrying picture. He just started from 2008, root crawl. All right. So, yeah, I don't know whether you want to start or you want to look at this. What is happening at Orlando Pirates? Before we can go to this, what's your take? You know what is interesting at Pirates? The coaches, they resign. I don't know whether have you noticed that phenomenon or
Yes,
that trend. They resign, not much fired, but they resign. I don't know. What's your take about that?
No, I think when they feel the heat, when you feel the heat, it's bound to happen. Things just happen natural.
Mm.
You could actually tell that it's
now. I don't know. You have muted yourself now, eh?
happening at Orlando Pirates.
No,
the
start again. You are muted a little bit. You're saying what's happening?
I was saying, when you feel the heat, when you feel the pressure, these are the kind of things that lead you to actually resign, because there's a lot that's happening. And I think the coaches, when you know that your job is on the line and you can actually leave anytime. So these are the consequences of them just resigning, But I mean, I think with Zimbabwe, that's bound to happen. Since last,
no, you are out. We are off again. I don't know why.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying that, with Zimbabwe, it was bound to happen since last season, A lot of supporters were complaining about him. And I think we also spoke about him nearly the whole season that, he needs to change things. He needs to, bring in some improvement. And this cup competition was actually a test for him, whether he was going to stay or not. They lost the game. A lot of rumors and supporters were saying that, no, he has to go. So I think he finally felt the heat, and there was nothing he could do. So such things were bound to happen. I think they were just waiting for a reason for him to actually make a mistake in order for them to actually, just send out just a bit of red flags for him to actually leave.
Now, as you can see, Thabo was saying Orlando Pirates is a Gauteng version of Chippa United. Do you agree with the statement or not?
No, I do agree with it. I do, actually.
As it. What's your take, people out there? Do you agree with the statement that Orlando Pirates has become the Gauteng version of Chippa United? So I want to hear what's your comment as far as that is concerned. Can you see this list of coaches?
Yes, I can.
You can see that. Okay. All right. As long as you can see that. Now, look, Ruud Hall was there from 2008, 2011. He was released. And then Julio Cesar, 2011, 2012 was released. Augusto Palacios became an interim in 2012. And then Roger Dissart took over 2012 to 2014, 2 years. And then Eric Tinkler took over in 2014 as an interim. And then VV, 2014, 2015, a year, if you can look at it. And then Eric Tinkler back again for a year. And then Mushin Echugran, 2016, in other words, it probably could be during that year, 2016. He took over, then came back Augusto Palacios, interim again, 2016, 2017, a year. And then there was a Swedish coach, John Vret, 2017. And then Micho, 2017, 2019. So that means John Vret was released, he didn't even finish a year. Then there was Rulani Mukwena, 2019, as an interim. Same 2019, Zimbabwe took over up to 2021. So that's the situation at Orlando Pirates. So you agree that they are a version of Chippa United. But let me just find out, isn't it that maybe Dr. Ivan Khoza wants results because he knows that the supporters of Orlando Pirates, they don't want to, they cannot, other words, they cannot persevere, not necessarily persevere. They don't have that thing of being patient. You know, Pirates is like Real Madrid. You know Real Madrid? Real Madrid, it's another team. You know why I saw things in a different way at Real Madrid? Capello won titles, but his football was boring, and he got fired for that. So I don't know. And we said, oh, this guy has won, but he got fired, you know, because they said the football was boring. And then they brought somebody else. So I don't know. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's true. I mean, Mr. Shabalala, I mean, Pirates is a team of trophies. It's a big team. I think people must notice that and start respecting that. You can't be a coach and then not deliver when you're Orlando Pirates coach, you know. When it comes to Orlando Pirates, the club expects trophies, expects results. So you know as a coach that you've got a huge task ahead of you. And one thing I don't think that a lot of these coaches, when they come in, they should remember that Orlando Pirates is a people's team. So that when the people also talk in the streets or wherever, I think, you know, sometimes us as supporters, we could say that maybe these clubs sometimes take us for granted when we talk outside that, no, this is what was supposed to happen. This is what they must do. Because that maybe we don't have much experience in terms of coaching or managing. But I think they misunderstand one thing, that, you know, even us who are outside, who are able to see things which they can see. So our opinions also matter, you know, and they can bring change within the clubs. So with Zimbabwe, the fans have been complaining since last season. Yes, he has won them the MTN 8 last season. It was a good start when the season started, but we expected that same consistency. But that consistency didn't happen, didn't come out, you know, chopping and changing of players. Clearly, I don't know how many times he's been doing that, but the system was not just working out, you know. Yes, he won games, but it was still not the same, you know. A level of consistency wasn't there. So he was very inconsistent. So I think when coming to this season, he lost the game, the MTN 8. Everyone, I mean, any Pirates player, supporter was saying the same thing. No, this coach must leave. It's time that this coach leaves. We've had enough since last season. Yes, he has won us a title last season, but the level of consistency is not there. So it was bound to happen. So I think when it comes to any coach that will step in those shoes, Orlando Pirates, they must remember that it's a people's team, and it's a team that's well decorated. Ivan Koza just wants results. So if you fail to do that and you think that you would come there and do things your own way, but also not listen to.
No, you have muted yourself again. I don't know what happened.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, what I'm trying to say, just to close it up, it's a matter of any coach that comes in place, any coach that would step in those shoes and coach Orlando Pirates. The chairman just wants results. So listening also, I personally feel.
No, you have muted yourself again. I don't know what's happening. Is your hand, you have muted yourself again, but it's fine. Can you talk again? I can hear you now.
Yes, I can talk. I was saying that, you know, listening also is a skill, because I think clubs should also listen to us supporters, should listen to us. We are the 12th men. We also see things that are happening. We also have a voice of opinion in a matter of probably this is what and what they can change. I mean, if we can see a problem and then the coach himself also identifies the same problem and fixes that mistake, then clearly we are on the same level, on the same understanding that no, so we're able to help each other out. So what I'm just trying to say in closing, that there's a lot that was happening in the Orlando Pirates, but I hope the next coach that comes in is able to do the right thing, you know, and not just get lost within the players that he has. I think the previous coach was just lost with the players. He was just all over the place, to be honest. his starting lineups, his bench, everything was just chop and change. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how many times it's been squad rotating, but it clearly didn't work out. So we hope that the next coach that comes in is able to stabilize the team.
Now, let's look at Orlando Pirates. I've shown you that list. The longest serving coach since from 2008 is 3 years. It's 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, 1 year. That on its own, don't you think it will destabilize the team?
I mean, there's bound to be change. Change is bound to happen. They're trying to find their feet. They're trying to stabilize the team. So, what better way to keep on changing? I guess coaches, because there isn't anyone that's stable at the moment. So we don't know. Probably maybe the next coach that comes in will be able to bring in results, because at the moment the people that are coming in, they are not delivering the results. Yes, they won the MTN 8, but the style of play, Pirates' identity, honestly, it's really lost. We have lost Pirates' identity. Orlando Pirates used to be one of the best teams in South Africa in terms of playing. The style of play was number one. We all used to enjoy watching Orlando Pirates play. But now it's Mamelodi Sundowns, So they really need to bring back that identity and be the Pirates that we all know of them.
But let's talk comparatively speaking. You look at Mamelodi Sundowns, you have just mentioned them. Peter Msimane has been there for how long with them? And he managed to get results. Maybe it's because he has been there for too long. The late Ted Dimitru with Sundowns, how long? And he managed to brought results. Who else was at Mamelodi Sundowns? Not only Mamelodi Sundowns, you go to Man United. Man United had Alex Ferguson for how long? 18, 20 years or so. And they got trophies. Arsenal, they had Wenger for 18 or so. And then they got trophies. They got a lot of money. They managed to build a stadium. And then you go to Barcelona. Barcelona would have Pep Guardiola was there for 3 years, and then he won. And then there was what is his name? The guy who's now coaching the national squad for Barcelona. He was with Barcelona. Enrique was there also, I think, for 3 years, and then until he himself felt that he has to leave. Don't you think that we need consistency? Look at Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs also, I think Kaizer Chiefs, the coaches that have been chopped and changed with immediate effect has been Middendorp, the second round, and Gavin Hunt. But throughout history, Kaizer Chiefs would retain coaches for much longer. Look at Swallows now. Swallows came with their coach from the Gladiator Africa, and they're doing well. So don't you think, comparatively speaking, that destabilized the team? Now, if I may ask, who should go and coach Pirates now, according to you? And the viewers out there, tell me, who should coach Pirates now?
For me personally, I feel Mandam Nigasa should just take over the team.
Mandam Nigasa?
Yes. They shouldn't bring in anyone else. He's already there. Let him take over the team.
What about...
He knows what he has. I feel like he knows what he has to do. He knows what he has to do, personally. It's simple.
What about Augusto Palacio?
He had his opportunity, he had his chance before. It didn't work out. So I personally feel he's good at the development side. Yes, he's bringing a lot of talent, which is a good thing. But, as a person, you should know your strength, to be honest. But Mandam Ngasi, for me personally, I think even most Pirates supporters, actually, when I was reading actually the comments when they were announcing that the coach has left, the comments were just popping in that Mandam Ngasi should come in. So majority of the people do agree. He knows what he has to do. I think it's a clean job. I personally feel like he knows what he has to do. He's the right man for the job.
But don't you think that the bringing in of man like Nagazi who was a first coach at Golden Arrows to Pirates, that on its own was pressure to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe could see that, you know what, my days are numbered. Do you think that was a good thing for Pirates to do? To bring somebody who's a coach while the coach is still there?
I mean, certain decisions sometimes maybe they are best suited for the team. You know, Mamelodi Sundowns has 3 coaches, so that itself explains a lot. It says something. You know, I mean, if Mangoba doesn't deliver, these 2 guys on the line that are waiting for the job probably, and they're both good coaches. So it's just how it is. That's just how it is.
But Mamelodi Sundowns never brought a coach while there is a head coach.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
You know,
it doesn't,
the setup was designed right from the beginning that, guys, you are going to be 3. All right. So they didn't find somebody there and then feel like, you know what, I'm always being watched.
But I don't feel like if Sundowns would feel the pressure, we'll chase all 3 coaches or fire all 3 coaches. I don't think that will happen.
But you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, no.
Probably Zimbabwe said, you know what, the conditions are not conducive here. I'm working, but I must always look, you know, on my shoulder. I'm not saying Zimbabwe was a good coach. Remember, we were complaining about him playing without a striker and leaving the strikers on the bench. All right, but I'm saying, what were the condition of employment? What were the condition of working? Were they conducive enough for him to express himself, to select his own squad that he wants to select freely without any interference? I'm not saying there was an interference, but once there's somebody breathing on your neck, and being a coach, a qualified coach just like you, what does that tell me? I don't know. I don't know where they get my point.
No, I do get it. I mean, you are coaching with interference. It's a problem. You know, you're coaching with interference. Yes, it is a problem. You're not comfortable. You don't have the freedom that you probably expected. Yes, I mean, anyone can see that. Okay, anytime, any mistake that I do, my neck is on the line.
But, no, I'm not saying there was interference, but I'm saying I'm working, but there's somebody, you know, behind me who can just do exactly what I'm doing. What does psychologically, what does it say to me?
Yeah, it's a problem, yes. But I mean, Mr. Shabala, with certain teams, there's nothing we can do. I mean, these teams just want results. So these teams are not the same, you know. They bring in different, I guess, let me just say leadership, we could say, because they expect the results. So certain things, other coaches, I guess, things are just beyond their control. There's nothing they can do, you know. It's just a psychological thing, I guess, at the end of the day, how you take it and what are you going to do with it. If you fail, you fail. If you pass, you pass. That's just the unfortunate part about this whole thing.
So according to you, the next coach should be Mandla Ngigazi?
Yes, yes.
They don't have to go abroad.
No.
Now, Mandla Ngigazi should be a full-time coach, not interim.
Yes, a full-time coach with a mandate, given a mandate. Let's hear what he also has to offer for the club. And then let's just see how Orlando Pirates. I feel like the most important thing right now is Orlando Pirates' identity really needs to come back. It really needs to come back, to be honest. That's the most important thing. And then we'll probably see the old Orlando Pirates we know.
Okay, it was nice discussing this. But people, tell us what you think. Who should coach Pirates next time? And maybe very soon we'll be getting an announcement that there is a coach already. But you can continue to tell us. But the topic for today was, is Thabo correct to say Orlando Pirates, they've become what you call, they've become Chippa United the version of Chippa United of Gauteng. So what's your take? We'd like to hear from you. Lasbon, thank you very much. And then I'm looking forward to have the next show with you during lunch hour. And then we are looking forward to hear what the chairman of the PSL and the chairman of Orlando Pirates is going to tell us today, around about 11 o'clock. So I'm very excited that they took this step to give us the news so that at least we are abreast. So that, it's not a question of us sniffing what are the news, but let's get it from the horse's mouth. Thank you very much, Lasbon. And then good luck going forward. You can bid the viewers farewell.
No, thank you very much, Mr. Chabalala. We'll see the viewers during the part 2 of the show. So thank you very much.
Thank you.